My name is Mindy Tucker, and I have a short testimonial for Dr. Sharrie Hanley. I began seeing Sharrie at the end of December. It was a very stressful time in my life, and you would have thought the first thing I noticed was a reduction in my anxiety, but actually the first thing I noticed was a reduction in my addiction to caffeine. I was an iced tea or a hot tea fiend, and I would go until 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon before I realized I hadn't even had a cup of tea. It was exciting. Yes, I did see a reduction in my anxiety at work, my anxiety with tasks that needed to be accomplished, my anxiety with meetings or people who I didn't think I wanted to talk to. But the best thing and the best benefit of all through my neurofeedback sessions has been in noticing that I have a greater desire to be with people, that I have a greater desire to have fun with people, and that I'm more playful with people, and that I'm having an easier time connecting with people, and I'm making more friends. And the friends I have, I'm having more fun with. And so overall, I'm a more fun and playful person, which I always knew I was inside, but now my outside experience is matching my inside experience. Thank you, Dr. Sharrie.
Good morning. My name's Aaron. I'm here to talk about neurofeedback. So my story started way back in 1974. Grew up as a child in the 70s and 80s, before ADD and ADHD were a thing. As a young adult, I was diagnosed with ADD and ADHD. I was later told by a certain female specialist that I was the poster child for ADD and ADHD. So, my life was scattered. At one point in time, I had 17 different jobs in 5 years. Then I found neurofeedback. What has neurofeedback done for me? Well, I could read a book without having to read the same paragraph 19 times to comprehend it and retain it. Let's see. I can focus enough now that I'm married. My life is amazing. I was hardcore into drug addiction because of my ADD and ADHD. Not anymore. Been 6 years clean and sober. Today my life looks like this. I live in Hawaii. I own my own business. I'm married. I'm super freaking happy. Thanks, Sharrie.
Hi, my name's Glenn. For 25 years, I was waking up 7 or 8 times a night after every dream, and I got a total of 2 or 3 hours of sleep per night, and I was exhausted in the morning. After 2 sessions with Dr. Sharrie, I was waking up half that often, and after about 3 months, I was sleeping through the night, waking up with 5 or 6 hours of sleep and feeling refreshed. And I have nothing but praise and appreciation for what you did to help me.
Hi, my name's Nancy. I wanted to do neurofeedback because I knew that over the years I've experienced challenges that actually had me a little concerned about my brain health. The changes I noticed almost immediately were sleep patterns and the monkeys that kept me up all night. What I didn't expect was changes in my confidence when speaking or presenting. I actually went from fretting and obsession to focus and confidence.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I decided to do neurofeedback with Dr. Sharrie after I had heard several friends do it and were really happy with their success. I have always been struggling with anxiety, and then I had some PTSD after an accident, and I decided to try it and was shocked after the evaluation how Dr. Sharrie was able to pinpoint exactly the issues that I had and was able to create a program that was designed for me to deal with specific issues that I had going on. My results were pretty amazing. I think the best way to describe it is after doing a workout or doing yoga, how you kind of have that sense of calm, and I felt like this space opened up for me and kind of laid out before me where I have always felt like I was just spinning in my head or just felt like tightly wound up. I was so impressed with my results that I decided to do it with my 3 children as well. There wasn't anything specifically that was standing out for them, but I just wanted to give them that opportunity to try to make life a little bit easier for them. I mean, that's what we all try to do as parents. And again, I really saw things with my 3 children. One, I saw that she was able to process math so much better. My son, he began and finished a project without my help at all. I didn't even realize how much I was doing for him. And my other daughter, she started communicating to me her feelings and how she was stressed about things, where I realized how much she was internalizing things and just holding them in. So I really highly recommend it. It's an alternative approach that people, I think, are afraid of. But for me, medicine and pills were just not an option. And I'm truly grateful that we did it. Well, thank you for listening.
Neurofeedback has changed my life. I have suffered from depression and anxiety for the last several years, pretty intensely. And meeting Sharrie Hanley and doing neurofeedback with her has really helped me succeed in my job in ways that I did not think imaginable. I feel very blessed to know her. Wilmington has a real treasure in this woman who makes neurofeedback affordable and available to people. She has a heart as big as gold.
Sleep. That's the first thing I noticed. About the 4th session, all the chatter in my head was gone. Now I just go to bed and I go to sleep. My energy level's back, and all life stresses on a daily basis are so much easier to deal with. Neurofeedback, Dr. Sharrie Hanley. I went in a skeptic. Now I'm just amazed.
Hi, hooray for neurofeedback. I used to live with a lot of anxiety through my caregiving days and into widowhood. And I had this tightness across my chest pretty much on a day in, 24/7, day out feeling. And it impacted my sleep. The first time I had neurofeedback, I was able to sleep through the night. I've been sleeping a lot better, and that tightness in my chest has dissipated. So hooray for neurofeedback. Thanks, Dr. Sharrie.
Hi, this is Karen, and I have had great results working with Sharrie. I was having insomnia, depression, anxiety, foggy brain, poor memory, having trouble finding words, having trouble finding people's first names, and that's what I went to her for. I would say, also I was having really major migraines, which is why I decided to do it then, because they had gotten so severe I was having them twice a week. So my immediate concern really was sleeping and having migraines, because when you're not sleeping, I think you're more prone to having headaches. Since the first day I went to her, I have not had a migraine. So that's been phenomenal. It took about 2 to 3 sessions, and at that point, I stopped having anxiety and depression. And now I would say my sleep is 80 to 90% to where I would like it to be. I am still working on managing whatever stress comes up at work, as I do think when I'm really loaded with stress, it makes it harder to go to sleep. So I may have to go for a couple more sessions, but that to me is pretty remarkable results at the end of 10 sessions. So I would say she's fantastic, and I can't say enough good things about her.